Welcome to the show, people. Goonerz Therapy. Dan the Gooner, a.k.a. Positive Dan.
Realist Gooner, realist Dan,
A.K.A.
Say it, Dan.
Negative Dan.
That's what he calls me.
That's
what
what
he
it
calls
is.
me. That's what happens when you're real people. Do you understand? Just like the PSG game. Watch the last episode. What did I say to you, Dan?
I have to give it to him. This negative guy, you know, he put it into the air. He put it into the air. He jinxed us, guys. So listen, whose fault it was? It was his fault. You want to blame someone? Don't blame Mikel Arteta. Blame negative Dan.
PSG 2-1.
Yeah?
I called it. I knew what time it was, Dan. I was just being real. I tried to stay positive.
I was out in France and I was thinking about your face was coming into my head.
Yeah, I tried to phone you when you was in the grand. Waste your money, man.
Ah, mate, 420 quid for the Eurostar.
Experience, though, innit?
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. I wouldn't swap it for the world. But who's brought us there, Dan? Who's brought us back to these nights in the Champions League?
Who's brought us there?
Yeah, who's brought us there? Because it weren't Unai Emery, and Wenger didn't do it for how many? What he left in 2022.
Wenger
the
got
last
us
time,
into a final.
yeah, but the last time he done it was 2009.
Wenger.
No, I love Wenger.
Yeah,
you were one of them. Listen, we'll get the AFT videos back up, mate.
Yeah.
My video is singing Wenger's praises, and yours is saying get out the club, mate.
It was time to go, mate.
It was time to go in the end, but
to
not
go.
when you said it.
Mm.
So if you want to check it out, you can check it out, guys.
Yeah, Mikel Arteta got us to the semi-final. That's cool.
He's progressed the club in Europe massively, right?
Yeah, and then he choked. And then we choked. Failure. Mismanagement of the team. Poor game management.
Played very well, though, I would say.
Yeah, for periods.
We had the best XG over the whole two legs.
We spoke
in the
about this, Dan.
semi-final.
Let's not do this XG thing.
I'm just saying, though,
Let's not do that, Dan.
We did, though.
Let's not do that. We're sitting here.
You know what we need? We need the killer. We need Grokiers to come in.
Goonerz.
Someone like that to come in and finish the chances, and we're going to take the league by storm next year.
Are you being serious?
I'm being 100.
believe?
I've just had a bet with someone, right?
Yeah, and I want a piece of that bet.
Yeah, you want a piece of that bet as well. You
want a
probably
piece
just
of it.
missed out because I can't afford to lose out double that. But I've had a big bet with someone. Won't go into too much details, but it's a big bet. And I said, you give me better odds than the bookies. 5-2 Arsenal are to win the league, and he's giving me 4-1. Right? I've lumped on. So
you've lumped on. So you believe we're going to win the league next season?
Yeah, I thoroughly do.
Yeah, and I don't believe we're going to. As long as Mikel Arteta is our manager, people, there's nothing major coming. And that's just the truth of the situation. It's time to get real with yourself. I spoke last time and said, get real. This is not a man that can get us over the line. You can put whatever striker you want to bring in. You can bring on whoever you want to bring in. This guy does not know how to get people over the line, and it's been proven. His game management, piss poor. His man management, piss poor. It's just not good enough. Was you happy with his man management and game management in the PSG game, Dan?
I think 1 year he should have come on. That's the truth of it. I think he should have come on. Was there much else he could do, really? There wasn't that much on the bench.
Let's talk about what he did do. Left back for left back.
Well, look, I love Miles Lewis-Kelly. Everyone knows that. I've said it before on this show, time and time again. But that was the worst game he's had in an
All right, that's the worst game he had. But
listen, it's not his fault. He's 18 years old.
Dan,
he's thrown in the lines.
Dan, you're 2-0 down. You're 2-0 down, Dan. Yeah? Is it not time to throw the kitchen sink in?
Definitely it is.
How's Ethan Wanyeri not got on the pitch?
Yeah, he should have got on the pitch for sure.
So you're saying it was poor?
I don't know.
Poor game management. Is that what you're agreeing to?
I do agree. I agree. I would have threw him on as a fan.
But listen,
maybe he's protecting him. Maybe he's protecting him. Maybe he's protecting him, Dan.
Dan, when we was playing Crystal Palace, you phoned me fuming. Why is
I know,
Sterling starting?
He should have played that game.
Come on, my bro.
But anyway, listen, right? Odegaard was good that game against PSG.
He had one shot.
And
then went missing again.
No, I thought he played well that game.
Oh, come on.
He did play good. He played well.
He had one good shot.
And he played brilliant against Liverpool. And do you know what? I've got a theory to why he played so good. Get onto Instagram now. The Romford Pele, Ray Parlour, he met him at the training ground. So I reckon he's had a couple of Cobra bombs. And Ray Parlour said, listen, mate, you better start shooting. Yeah?
You're a madman.
He must have. He must have said, you better start shooting. Listen, Martin, mate, start shooting. Right? Look at me. You showed him a video of me in the FA Cup final. Oh, it's only Ray Parlour.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Did you see he played really well against Liverpool? But one thing I'll touch on that.
I'll be honest with you.
Have you seen the game? You didn't watch it, did you? Right?
I still ain't watched it.
Yeah, so listen, I was in the gym, right, and I went for a cheeky spar and I missed the first half. And I thought, you know what, I've got to go and watch the second half, 2-0 down. but we did the business, and it was a really good second half. But what I will say is that you've been calling for it, Martinelli up top. It's took Arteta 3 months to realise I can play this boy up top. We saw him score headers under Unai Emery.
Sackable offences.
Right? And he played up top, and he was.
Offences.
Watch the game back, Dan. He was phenomenal. Have you seen the highlights? Martinelli, the best game
of the season.
Yeah, the best game in an Arsenal shirt for Martinelli for ages. He was phenomenal.
In the second half
played
against
so
the
well.
Liverpool team who's on the beach.
It doesn't matter. He played really well.
Yeah.
You got to give him his flowers.
We
thought Saka was poor. Second half, he was all right, but I thought he was poor.
We spoke about this.
Saliba, it looked like there was a bit of an arrogance, and I've got to touch on Saliba. I think all this time we thought he's the better player than Gabriel. I think Gabriel is, maybe Saliba's the better all-round player, but Gabriel was the better
Gabriel's
defender.
been carrying him, and
he's the leader. He's the leader.
100%.
He is the leader. He is the leader, right, Gabriel?
100%.
And Saliba misses Gabriel big time.
Big time.
So Gabriel's been out for 3 or 4 months. Kai Havertz, who I don't care what you say, has put in good performance, and he works his bollocks off for the team.
Dog.
All right?
Absolute dog. Don't bring up Kai Havertz.
He's a good player, Kai Havertz.
Okay,
Kai
so
Havertz,
where's Kai?
And his goal record was
what's
actually
he doing
quite
next
good.
season? If we bring in a striker, where's Kai Havertz coming in?
Well, if Martin Odegaard ain't
In
performing...
the Carabao Cup.
If Martin Odegaard ain't performing, he can slip in centre attacking mid. He can play on the right. He can play up top.
I'm just going to let you just
He's
kill
going to be a
yourself.
good squad player.
I'm going to just let you keep killing
I think
yourself.
Kai Havertz will be a good squad player.
He's not good. He's a good squad player, and he's our highest paid player in Arsenal Football Club. 280 bags a week.
No, I think Saka's on more now, but yeah, that is crazy, to be fair.
280 bags a week to be a bit part player and come in here every now and again. Sackable offences, Mikel Arteta.
I think you do need a big squad though. You need these squad players.
Of course you need a squad.
In the modern game, you need players.
Of course you need a squad, but get Kai Havertz gone. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. Carabao Cup, cool. 70 minutes, bring him on, cool. Is this what you're doing with a player that's getting paid 280 bags a week?
So let me ask you a question. We all know that you're Arteta out. What would Arteta have to do next season in order for you to say he should stay?
Premier League. Win the Premier League.
Simple as that, yeah?
Just win the Premier League.
Okay, simple as that.
Yeah, you know what the funny thing is? He spent 750 mil. They're talking about we've got 250.
In 5 or 6 years, where it's not really that much.
I'm not saying that.
Let me give you a stat, right?
Dan,
let me give you a
Dan,
stat,
you
please.
Just keep going. I say something and then you just keep going. You try and find excuses.
No,
for this, man.
let me give you a stat.
The fact is he spent 750
All right,
mil.
how much did Southampton spend this season?
I don't know.
120 million. How much did Ipswich spend this season?
Go on.
150 million.
Okay.
Right?
And how much have they spent over the last 5 years?
Where are they? They got relegated.
Okay, how much have they spent over the last 5 years, Dan?
Yeah, but I'm saying 100 million a year is not that much money in today's football.
You're sounding like a madman again.
They're not that. It's not that much money in today's
like
football.
This you sounding like a madman again, Dan.
Spent 700 million.
It's
Everyone
not a
keeps
stupid
slapping him
theory.
with. It is because
spent
700 million is not that much over 5 years, especially for a big European club like Arsenal.
Okay, so over the last 5 years, not that much, but spending 750 more over the last 5 years.
And he sold how much?
Should that have brought us more than what he's brought us?
Not really where we were coming from, no. You have to remember. Let me get it up.
You just can't say
I've got the dates.
Yeah, the
here.
bottom line is he spent 750 mil.
28th of November 2019. Arsenal, we lost at home to Frankfurt in the Europa League.
Go on.
Half-empty stadium. 20,000 fans, yeah? Right? In steps Mikel Arteta. He saves our season, wins the FA Cup. Our first trophy for 3 years, people, yeah? Right? Obviously, then we have 3 seasons that are transitional, but we could all see the light at the end of the tunnel.
No, you couldn't.
Right? And then...
No, you couldn't see
light.
You
could see the light.
It's been dark.
You could not see
you
the
know
light.
How dark it's been.
You could not see
You've
the light.
You've been gassed up. We're gonna
win
it. And then
84
guess
points.
what?
We got 84
Egg on your
points.
face.
84 points.
That got us what?
Season after, we got 89 points.
And how did that feel?
Right?
How did that
it
feel
felt
when
great
we got no
throughout
trophy?
the whole season.
And at the end, how did it feel?
It felt great throughout the whole season.
And at the end, how did it feel?
Ultimately, we fell
He
short.
came out and said, "Don't accept failure."
Yeah, we were up against the best side in Premier League history.
Okay, and then what's happened this season?
Well, this season we've been very, very unlucky with crazy amount of injuries.
Oh my God!
You have to take.
We've gone backwards. We've gone backwards, and we've had injuries.
We've gone backwards in the league, but we've taken a step further in Europe.
Due to his mismanagement of the money that he spent, we had no backups to come in. Due to his mismanagement of overplaying players, yeah, we've had these injuries. This is why we're at where we are. The buck falls with the manager. That's the saying in football. The buck comes back to the manager.
Where we are.
And where is that, Dan?
Where we are is a semi-final of Europe in Champions League.
Yeah, that's an early team.
Yeah, but Dan, we ain't good in Europe. We ain't got a great history in Europe.
Who remembers? Who was in
got us there?
Who was in
I remember.
Who was in the semi-final last season, Dan, in the Champions League?
Real Madrid.
And who else? Who was in there?
Man City.
Who? Who else?
Real Madrid and Man City.
That's all you
I
can
can't
remember.
the other two.
Because you can't remember nothing. Do you
I
understand?
can't remember the other two.
Can't, because it's irrelevant.
That's a good point. But at the
It's
end
irrelevant.
of the
We've gone backwards this
Can't think
season,
of the
Dan.
other two, bro.
We have gone backwards this season. Yeah.
Dortmund. It was a Dortmund Real Madrid final. That's what I know. I think Man City went out to Real Madrid in the semis, and who did Dortmund beat? Can't remember.
Nobody
who Dortmund
knows,
beat.
and no one's gonna remember
Can't remember
Arsenal,
who
bro.
Dortmund beat, but yeah, I can't remember the top of my head. Who did they beat? They weren't fancy to win, and they beat someone. Might have been.
It's not good enough.
Maybe PSG.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Yeah, I'll get back to my point. 750 mil has been spent over 5 years. He's about to do another.
How much has he sold though as well? Because he sold a lot of players as well.
I'm talking about what he spent on players and what the way our squad's looking. He's about to spend at least another 250 mil. The man has spent a bill. Come the end of this transfer
Yeah, Chelsea spent that in one window, 2 windows.
Why are we always going back to other clubs?
Just saying. Man United have spent more than us, and where are they in the league? And by the way, to all you Man United fans, let me tell you this. Your season, whether you're in that Europa League or not, is nowhere near our season. Listen to your legend, Paul Scholes, who said straight away he would swap. He would swap all day long, even if you win the Europa League, for you if it meant that you lot had finished second in the league and got to a semi-final of the Champions League. He said your boss, Ruben Amorim, could learn from Arteta. Rio Ferdinand, your legend, said he felt embarrassed to play in the Europa League. So don't tell me that you've had a better season than us because you played in a dusty Europa League, a competition we were too good to be in. How can you judge our season against ours in Europe when you were playing in a dusty competition and we were in the Premier one?
Make it make sense.
Where we compare
the trophy business.
Where we compare ourselves is in the league. And you lot are 15th. And Spurs, don't even get me started on you. You're 16th. Even worse, you lost 20 games this season.
All right.
If you win your little Europa League, then you win your little Europa League. You're still dusty as hell. And Arsenal are way above both of you.
You brought up Paul Scholes.
Next season, who's going to be favourites for the Premier League? Top 3 favourites: Arsenal, Liverpool, City.
Madman. Look at this madman.
They are though.
You're a madman.
Go on Paddy Power now and check where Arsenal are going to be.
You're a mad. What does that mean?
But it means,
what does that mean in the odds?
Listen, it means a lot. It means that we know Dan, you know, as negative as you are, you know we're going to be in that title race next year.
We're not.
Yes,
we
are.
We're not going to win it.
Yes,
we're not going to win nothing.
We're going to be going for it.
We're not going to win nothing. I've said it for the last 3 seasons. I've said it at the start of every season. We're not winning it.
We're winning it. We're winning
it. And the main reason is Mikel Arteta.
2026.
You're talking about Paul Scholes. Let's talk about what Gary Neville said. Arteta and Arsenal have done an unbelievable job for the last 5 years not to win a trophy, and Arteta's still got a job. And he said an unbelievable achievement, he said. That Mikel Arteta has been at Arsenal for the last 5 years and not won a trophy, and he's still got a job.
But that's because of how well he's done, though. So
unbelievable
other managers
achievement.
Will get sacked because they finish 5th, 8th, 12th. Managers don't really get sacked when they come that close. No manager gets Klopp finished second how many times? Klopp he had one season when he finished second.
Okay,
and the season later they finished 7th or 8th.
How many seasons have we finished
second? That's why he was sacked.
How many seasons?
This is going to be 3 seasons now.
We're not finishing second.
We're going to beat Newcastle on Sunday.
We're not.
Even if we get a draw, we're beating Southampton, we'll finish second.
We're not.
£100.
We're not. Wait. That we're beating Newcastle.
We finish second.
No, £100.
That we finish second.
£100.
You saw this here, everyone.
£100. We're not finishing second. There you go.
Sweet.
It's on camera.
That's it.
Yeah. This is what's going to happen. Man City are 2 points behind us. Newcastle are 1 point behind us. Newcastle are going to beat us on the weekend. Yeah. Believe me what I'm saying. I said this about PSG.
We'll get at least a draw against Newcastle, and all that means is we've got to beat Southampton on the last day of the season.
Okay, what happened last time we went to Southampton? We played Southampton.
Yeah, but we're going to smoke them.
Yeah?
Did
Man City smoke them?
Odegaard, pressure will be off. He'll be thumping them in the top corner.
Did Man City smoke them
on
the
but
weekend?
We're better than Man City right now.
Oh, my gosh.
We are. Table don't lie.
Oh, my gosh.
We are better than City.
So we're going to smoke Southampton. We're going to smoke them.
3-4-0, easy.
Their last game in the Premier League before going down. 3-4-0, easy.
They got 12 points, Dan. They're getting smoked. I can guarantee it.
We're not finishing second.
That's going to be the last game I'll go to.
We are not finishing second. Yeah? We've
Yeah.
played Newcastle 3 times this season. Yeah? Dan the Gooner.
We ain't got Declan Rice, so that's what worries me.
Okay. Can I just finish, Dan?
Go on.
We've played Newcastle 3 times this season. 3 losses. You know how many goals we've scored? 0.
Yeah.
But in your deluded brain, yeah, we've been smoked by Bournemouth at home. I called that as well. I said we're not winning. We've been smoked by Bournemouth at home, but you believe we're going to turn up against Newcastle. We're going to turn up against Newcastle at the Emirates.
Big
and
game.
we're not going to lose.
We do well in big games. We always beat Newcastle at the Emirates.
We don't.
But I reckon even if a draw does us.
We don't. So that's why you're open for a draw.
No, a draw does us, innit? Because then we just got to win our last game.
You ain't won at the Emirates since
and
when?
I'm sure
since Real Madrid.
our goal difference is superior to both of them. I'm sure
Newcastle have got more wins than us in the Premier League, bro. Yeah?
Yeah, but we've only lost 4 games, Dan. All season.
I'm just telling you, Newcastle
they
have
might
got
have
more,
more
won
wins,
more
but we're
games.
above
How many
them
draws have we got?
we're above them in
How
the
many
league.
draws have we got? 14, Dan.
Yeah, it's shocking.
14
it's poor. Look,
draws.
It's poor. It's been a poor season.
And we can look at those 14 draws with a glass half full or a glass half empty. Some people will say with a striker, we was 1 goal away from winning those 14 games. We was 1 goal away from losing. Have you ever looked at it like that? It was 1 goal away from losing.
But listen to this, right?
Winning positions. How many times this season? No wins. Not good enough. Another draw on the weekend.
Kai Havertz, 3 months.
The saviour.
4 months.
The saviour. Top class striker. Gunman. Kai Havertz.
Saka, 3 months. Gabriel, 4 months. Ben White, 3 months. Declan Rice missed games through suspension. Odegaard, our captain, 3 months. It's unheard of. 27 injuries this season. Yeah? To put that into context, 7 more than Liverpool. Take Salah, take Van Dijk, take McAllister, take Trent, take all these players out of Liverpool's team. Bruv, they'll be down there.
If that happened,
they would be down there with Man United.
We still wouldn't have done it.
And Spurs.
Because guess what? Listen to this one. Yeah, if my predictions are correct and Man City and Newcastle finish above us, let's wipe Liverpool out of the equation. Newcastle or Man City would have won the Premier.
No, they wouldn't have done.
Yeah? They would have. I'm just saying. I'm just based on the facts.
Time will tell about that.
Based on the facts.
But all right, listen. We need to do a poll now because I think it's getting toxic now, and it's getting to that point. It's getting to that Wenger sort of time. Them last few years, right? Which is crazy.
It's nowhere near there.
It's getting there, right? I want to do a poll. We're gonna do a poll. Yeah. Can we get Elmo? Can we get a poll? Can we do a poll on this? Can we do a poll? We're gonna do a poll, right? We're gonna do a poll. Arteta in or Arteta out? Because I want to know what Arsenal fans are thinking right now.
Yeah, and I've told you time and time again, yeah, when we've been to the gym, yeah, there's not one Arteta out in that gym. Not one.
We go to a plush gym, Dan. Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't matter where we go.
Most people are nice in there.
It don't matter. It don't matter where we go to. I'm telling you.
I'm in Arsenal groups, 100 fans and that. I was out in Paris. I know obviously it's reactionary and that, but a lot of people are now like Arteta out. They are.
And you're still Arteta in.
Of course I am.
Yeah,
Vamos. Vamos. Let's fucking go. I can't
stand this.
Right?
I can't stand this. I can't stand Arteta.
Listen.
Just even you saying that Vamos, I've seen his face.
Listen, mate. Get that light bulb out. He's going to get that light bulb out next season. Yeah. Right? Win the dogs. Win the dogs going to come in.
What about, can we talk about what he's been saying in press conferences recently?
Do you know what? All jokes aside, I have to say, honestly, like
he's a madman.
It reminds me of me when I was 14 and you're losing in an argument. Oh. Yeah, you're losing in an argument. You can't take it.
Comparing yourself to you when you was 14. Why are you doing that? You're comparing Arteta to you when you was 14. He's a big man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He was acting like a kid.
What are you talking about?
He was acting like a kid. You know when you're in an argument and you just don't know what to say and then you say something like out of spite. As a kid, that's how it struck me because he's talking about we're the best team and all that.
I'm deflated, man. I'm deflated.
We weren't the best team. We're not the best team in the Champions League.
Accept
it gracefully. Say we went out. PSG were better than us. Simple.
These
done.
are not the only comments he's been making.
You know what I mean? But listen, it's
he
just
said
like
Liverpool won the Premier League on 82 points. If we would have been, if last 2 seasons, that means we've got 2 Premier Leagues. He's talking about.
To be honest, I don't even know why he said that because Liverpool are on 83 or points, something like that now. If they win the next 2, they'll end up on 89.
He's a madman. This is the man that we've got controlling the football club.
91.
This is the man we've got controlling our football club.
Yeah, but look, he's going through it right now. He's hurting, bruv. Like, it's normal, isn't it? Wenger used to do it all the time. He used to say, I didn't see it.
Stop talking about Wenger. Let's not put them in the same conversation. It's disrespectful. Yeah? This guy's a nearly man. Yeah? He's learning his trade still. He's not good enough. He's deluded.
He is the man that's going to deliver us our first Premier League title.
Didn't you say end of next season if we don't win the Premier League title?
Yeah, I said the end of next season, yeah.
So what, do you want to do another £100? Do you think he's going to win the Premier League next
Yes,
season?
I do.
So £100.
I'll have more than 100 with you.
Go on.
Yeah.
500.
Yeah, but you need to give me 4-1 odds.
What? So why can't you do 500?
No,
500?
because I want better odds than the bookies.
Why?
The bookies have got us.
Dan, if you're so
the bookies have got us at 3-1.
quid.
So give me 4-1.
I'm not gonna give you 4-1.
Yeah, well there you go then. So
£1,000.
you're not that
I'll
confident.
give you I'll give you £1,000 bet right now.
Yeah, not just 1,000 for
Arteta-
1,000. I might as well go and put it in the bookies and get
Oh
£4,000
my
back.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh
So
my
make
gosh.
it make
He doesn't
sense,
want to
guys.
do it. He doesn't want to do it.
No, I'm just sensible.
He doesn't want to do it.
I'll go and get more money, wouldn't I? For
Doesn't want
my
to do it.
grand.
All right. So going forward, season's done, season's wrapped up. What are we doing in regards to going forward next season? Who do you want to see coming in?
I want Grokiers. Simple as that. Obviously,
Goonerz.
Isaac Grokiers. How do you say his name?
Yeah, we know
However
what you're
you
talking
say
about.
his name, you know what I mean, yeah? I just can't look. I don't care what people say because people talk about, oh yeah, Portuguese league, whatever. He's done it in the championship. It's in England as well. Do you know what I mean? So he scored goals there. Ivan Toney scored goals in the championship. Did loads in the Premier League as well. So he's not like
Someone actually said that to me the other day. We should be going into the championship and looking at
no,
players
but it's
there.
not. Look, it's not. Yeah, it's not like what I'm saying with Grokiers. It's not like he's not played in England before.
Yeah.
He's batted up the championship. He done wicked for Coventry and scored loads of goals. Like how no one picked him up, I won't know. But I feel like, I mean, he's got like 63 goals in 60 games or something crazy like that. You
Yeah,
can't.
but being,
you don't just score that many goals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's who you want. But being that we're Arsenal fans and we've been
I
there
think
transfer window,
I think we'll get him. I
The only
don't
difference
see
is
anywhere else
Andre
he
Gotta.
goes. I don't see
So if
anywhere
Man United
else.
getting Champions
Man
League. he's not-
United, he will never go there in a million years. Never.
Why,
He's smarter
why do you
than
talk
that.
like this?
No, who's Man United signing? Man United, they're in the.
Ruben
they've-
Amorim is his
I don't. It
ex-manager that
doesn't
he's got a
matter.
great
It doesn't matter.
relationship
He ain't
with.
going to that shit team. No chance.
All right, Dan.
No one
All
wants
right,
to play
Dan.
for Man United now.
All right, Dan. All right,
Times
Dan.
have
That's
changed.
why Cunha's meant to be going there.
Times have changed.
Why is Cunha meant to be going there?
Yeah,
then?
but Cunha's a Wolves player, bro. He can go
What
there.
do you mean he's a Wolves player? He's a top-class player, bro.
He's all right, bruv. He's all right.
He's a
not-
top-class
I
player. He
wouldn't want him
walks
up
into
top
our
for
team.
us.
He
Nah,
walks
he
into
don't
our
walk
team.
into our team.
He walks
don't.
into our
He
team,
does
Dan.
not walk into our team. He
Oh
don't.
my gosh.
He don't. He's
What
just-
player? Okay, let's forget.
No,
What
I-
player
I-
in the
I-
attacking
ain't
line?
stopping
What
him
player
for
is better than
Odegaard.
Cunha?
Odegaard's better than him. He is. He's way better than him. He's had a good season for Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers. He's had a good season.
In a shit team, put him
That's
in a good
it.
team. Then what?
Yeah, but it doesn't always work like that, though, does it, Dan?
All right, so Cunha, you put Odegaard in front of Cunha.
Million all day long. Odegaard next season will come back, bro. He's had that injury. His ankle's been fucked. Do you know what I'm saying? It's been a bad season. Whatever. His seasons previous to
I
that
get,
have been excellent.
I get
Last-
you defending Arteta. Why is it that you just defend everyone at Arsenal, bro?
No, because Odegaard, listen.
Why do you
look,
find excuses for everyone?
Look, Odegaard has been trash this year. I'll say it straight up. He's been trash. But he did have a big injury. He had he
And what
was out
makes
for
you
3 or
think-
4 months. I believe that he will come back to his best. He's a good player. Even Odegaard, people get mistaken. He's not this number 10 that's going to go and get you 20
No one
goals.
said that he's a
Because
number
he
10.
scored 15 goals that season. Everyone was
So
like,
what
oh.
is he then?
No, but he's a player that's going to get on the ball, make things happen, create chances, bring other players into play. He's not your guy that's going to go and get you like 10, 15, 20 goals from midfield and that. We need more goals from him, yes. But Odegaard, I fully believe that as a footballer, the intelligence of him, he can turn it around. And I
Okay.
believe that he could be a pivotal player next
All right,
season.
I don't believe that, and he won't be a pivotal player next season. He will have a few
Well,
good games.
time
and that's
will
about
tell.
It.
So guys, keep tuning in because every week, me and Dan, we're going to have these debates.
I'm just real.
and we're going to see
I'm real.
who's right and who's
I'm
wrong.
real.
Yeah.
He's not a captain
Because
either.
I know there's probably people
Everything
watching
you need to
now.
know
Right.
about Mikel Arteta is that he's made Martin Odegaard the captain.
Look,
yeah?
Dan, there's
Is
people
he
right
captain
now watching
material?
you and watching me, and there's some people agreeing
Is he
with me and
captain
some agreeing
material?
with you.
And that comes
right?
back down to his game management and his man management. Why would you make Martin Odegaard your captain and Mr. Placid?
No, but at the time, to be fair, Declan Rice wasn't at the club.
Gabriel was at the club.
Yeah, Gabriel was at
Saliba was at the club.
Gabriel was at the club.
These are better choices.
No, not Saliba.
Would
no
you have
way.
made Martin Odegaard your captain?
It's hard to say at the
Oh,
time.
see what I'm
Maybe
saying?
yes.
See what I'm saying?
Maybe yes.
See what I'm saying, Dan?
Also, like
You're just in
he's
denial, constantly in
no,
denial, man. It's
listen,
very.
he's
you
very good. He's very good
just,
around.
You're deluded, man.
He's very good. He's
He's
very good. He's a
deluded.
very good role model. He is. But
How?
right now, I would personally have Rice or Gabriel as the captain.
But Gabriel was. I just asked
But
you.
how
What
do
would you
you-
make Odegaard the
How
captain?
do you?
Gabriel was
yeah, but
there.
I think it was the language barrier at the time with Gabriel.
The language barrier?
Yes, his English wasn't great. And
How
it's-
do you know that?
I know that.
What is
I
he
know
your friend,
that.
bro?
No, I know
What are you
that.
talking about?
Bro, I know.
Why are you always
I know
finding
Arsenal.
these excuses?
I know Arsenal more than anyone.
Listen,
That's why.
listen, bro. You need to stop this. Yeah. Let's get back to who are we gonna sign? Who would you want to sign? What positions do we need to strengthen?
Right, I saw something the other day, and it was, who would you sign? Would you sign Semenyo, Nico Williams, or Mbeumo for the left? And I said, look, with Mbeumo,
And Bremo for the left. That's not where he plays, bro.
He does play on the left.
He doesn't. He
does.
plays on the right wing.
Wissa plays on the right.
He doesn't. He plays on the
Wissa
right
plays
wing,
on the right.
Bremo.
Wissa plays on the right.
Oh, he
Bremo
plays on the right wing, baking up Calafiori this season.
He plays on the left.
All right, he don't play on the left, bro.
He does play on the left.
All right. Cool. You're right.
Just shows, look, guys, we just know who knows more about football now. Because then Bremo
Look, you're embarrassing yourself. He plays on the right, bro, and he cuts in on his left foot.
He plays on the left,
yeah?
right? Anyway, and Bremo, I said, look, I feel he's too suited for Brentford's system. Yeah? So I feel like because they play such direct game, he's good in that sense. Don't get me wrong, I would take him.
Out there. He plays on the right wing when Saka plays. Get that out of here.
Right, let's check it right now.
Yeah?
And Bremo, let's check it right now.
Seriously.
I'm like 98% he plays
all right,
on the left.
Cool, man. Cool, Dan.
I'm 98% sure. Wissa's on the right now.
Just search it up, Dan. So I know where Bremo plays, baking up Calafiori. I remember.
He might have played there once in that game.
He plays on the right wing.
You don't.
That's
Let's
where he
check
plays.
it now, guys. Oh, you're right winger. Sure he played on the left.
Madman. TV gold people, do you understand?
One sec. Sure he played on the left.
He's a madman, guys. Yeah? Do you understand? I know
sure
what I'm talking about.
Hold on.
Stop trying to say he doesn't play on the left, Dan. I told you that.
Hold on.
Calafiori.
Hold on. Let's
In,
read it
out.
now.
Shake it all about. Binzels.
It says here that he plays.
You're still searching.
He plays
Listen,
on the
everyone
left.
knows.
He plays on the right, and he occasionally plays on the left. So that's what I must have been thinking of. But I saw it on. I can't remember what platform it was, but it was saying, would you sign Bremo for the left?
That argument's done.
Would you
about
sign Semenyo on the left? Or who was the other one?
I don't want nothing to do with Nico Williams.
That's why I don't want him. That was the other
I don't want nothing to do with Nico Williams.
I would love Rodrigo from Real Madrid. It's a dream. But I feel like he could be like our Sanchez signing.
Yeah, maybe.
I do feel like he's got that caliber. But Semenyo, I like him. He's direct. He's raw. He takes players on. I feel like he could do really well at the Emirates.
So you believe we need a left winger?
We need a left winger. We need a striker.
Where else? What other sort of players do we need? Because I think we need a midfielder as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got Zubimendi wrapped up.
But we need someone to give competition for Odegaard. At the bare minimum.
I don't think that's going to be priority.
That needs to be a priority. That needs to be a priority. Because if you're stinking out the gaff, if Odegaard's stinking out the gaff for 5 games in a row, you ain't got no one to replace him. This is the problem.
I think it's going to be. I think we'll sign a striker. We'll go big. Probably Grokiers for 75, 80 million.
Okay.
I think obviously Zubimendi's already wrapped up. What's that, 60 million? Mm-hmm. And then I think
you know what? As much as people want to keep telling me that Zubimendi's a baller and Zubimendi, I'm not saying that he's not.
He is.
Welcome to the Premier League. Can you do it in the Premier League? Yeah.
I would say so.
So there's still a question mark over his head. Do you understand?
Of course, but so what do you do? You just not.
I'm not saying don't sign no one, but just don't think we've got Zubimendi and he's gonna just come in and he's just gonna be a great player. That's not how it works.
Hopefully we keep Partey.
That's not how it works in the Premier League.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Like even like Marino.
Dog, absolute dog. That's what Marino is. Yeah, because in midfield he is. Yeah, he's bad. He's very bad in midfield. It's just an absolute mess, Dan. Where else do we need to strengthen? Because let's just be real, Saliba might leave.
He won't go this year.
Well, we don't know that, Dan.
He won't go this year.
Okay, we don't know that, Dan. I'm just saying there's a possibility. There has been some talks that he may be going to Real Madrid. There's a lot of talk about that.
I can't see that. But he's got, I think, 2 years left on his contract. So if you don't sign one this year and there's 1 year left, then you have to sell him at a cut price because you can't let that boy go for free.
This is it.
You cannot let him go for free. But look, listen, if you could sell him for 150 million or 120 million or even 100 million, you do the deal because you look at Liverpool when they sold Coutinho for 140 million and they bought Van Dijk and Alisson. So if you can sell him for big money and get 2 quality players, then you do it.
I hear what you're saying, Dan.
We don't want to let him go.
You say that about Saliba but Odegaard, you just want to just hold on to this guy.
No, but listen, if you come and give me 100 million for Odegaard, it's a different conversation. But right now, because of his form, you're not going to get 100 million, are you?
Take him. We still need, I think, a midfielder, as I said, for the centre of midfield. 100%. We need a left winger. Yeah. We need someone.
Need a left winger.
We need a backup right winger as well.
We've got Ethan Nwaneri for that, though, ain't we?
I know we've got Ethan Nwaneri, but we still need another one. He might not be the answer. So what if Saka goes out for 3 months again? You can't just think that the team's just going to stay fit. You've just said, well, we've had 27 injuries this season, so we need to be planning, because the reason why we wasn't able to move forward this season, because when these injuries came in...
We can't sign 5 players, Dan.
Why can't you sign 5 players?
I say the most we'd be able to, because they're expensive, bruv.
Not all players are expensive.
Yeah, but I think 4...
If you've got the right scouting system,
well,
you
look,
can pick
for
up
starters,
players for 15, 20 million, decent
let
players.
me go through it. We need a goalkeeper, because we need, like, if Rare gets injured, imagine Rare had got injured this season, we would have been
who's to blame for that?
6th or 7th.
And who's to blame for that once
Obviously,
again?
strange decisions, getting Neto when he's cup tied and all of that. So we definitely need a goalkeeper. There's talk of Garcia. I don't know too much about him, but he looks like he's to be a decent keeper. So we're going to need a goalkeeper. We need a left winger, and we need a striker. There are 3 priority positions. But for me, I think we need 2 strikers. Because we don't want to end up with Mikel Merino up front. Gabriel Jesus, forget about him.
He's done.
Forget about him.
It's over.
Just forget about him as a player.
It's over. We're not making no
only
money back from him. Just
Kai Havertz,
rip up his contract.
Yeah, we've only got Kai Havertz, who ain't even a proper striker. So go and sign 2 strikers. Straight up. Let Havertz be a squad player. Go and sign 2 strikers, a left winger, obviously, and Zubimendi in midfield. And I think then we're good. We're good to go.
We need backup for Odegaard. I don't know how you can't see that.
Well, I think Wanyeri can play there. Havertz can play there.
How can he play there if he's not getting played there when Odegaard's sticking out the gaff and can't get on the pitch? Let's stop talking about Wanyeri, because
Havertz can play there.
Arteta's got something. Arteta, something's happened, because he's got something against Wanyeri. He has to have something against him for him not to be getting on the field.
Listen, this same thing happened with Phil Foden and Pep. And everyone was saying Foden should go out on loan. He should go out on loan, go out on loan, go out on loan. He's playing, then he's not playing, then he's playing, then he's not playing. And it worked out brilliantly in the end, didn't it?
Just stop talking about Pep and Foden, bro.
It did, though.
We're talking about Arteta when we've got nobody. Because if you remember clearly,
Arteta, the one who's pushed Pep all the way.
The only reason why, remember this, Dan. The only reason why Ethan Wanyeri was allowed to play on that right wing in front of Saka was when Martinelli got injured. Yeah, because Mikel Arteta would rather play Martinelli on the right wing than Ethan Wanyeri. And that's a fact. Yeah? Dog shit management. Do you understand? That's what it is. That's the only reason he got a chance. So, because what you found out, once Martinelli became fit again, we ain't seen Wanyeri again. You can't get nowhere. You can't get nowhere near the team.
Durex. Protection. Yeah. Protection.
Oh, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, Dan. So, yeah. So, we've spoke about who we could bring in.
So, the main positions, obviously, look, we would all have to say we want to get this player and that player and all these positions. But obviously, we know we need a CM because Jorginho's gone, possibly Thomas Partey. So, Zubimendi looks to be wrapped up. Yeah, Zubimendi. Then
wait a minute. Zubimendi, Partey's gone, and if Jorginho's gone, we're going into the season with just Zubimendi and Rice. Is that what you're saying?
Zubimendi and Rice, yeah, that's right.
That makes sense, Dan. One of them gets injured, then what?
No, Marino as well, isn't it?
Oh, Marino.
Yeah, but that's 3 players.
Marino.
Yeah. But I'm saying that will be them 3. That'll be them 3. I'm saying let's talk about the positions that we actually need,
because it's going to be a roller coaster and it's not going to be nice.
We're going to be smoking teams, winning by 3-4 every game.
It's not going to be nice.
Remember what happened last year when we were just smoking teams?
We're finishing 3rd or 4th this season, and it's only going to get worse.
Next season, we're going to smoke the league.
It's only going to get worse underneath this manager. Yeah, and what I'm hoping is Arteta, with his arrogant self, he's going to go into one of these board meetings. Yeah, he's going to lose himself. He's going to get into his arrogant mode. He's going to rub the cronkies up the wrong way. Pause. Yeah, and guess what? He's going to be sacked. That's what I'm praying for this summer.
Right. If that were to happen, in your dream world, in your dream scenario, who are the managers you would like to come in?
Luis Enrique, number 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's not realistic. He's still at PSG. It's not realistic. But guess what? Arteta's earning 50 million a year. He's earning 9 million a year. Money speaks, people.
All right.
Do you understand?
And fair enough. If he goes on to win the Champions League with PSG, he's done everything with them. He's a legend there. He could be the first manager. He could win a treble with PSG, treble with Barcelona. So he's won 2 trebles with separate teams. He's won the first Champions League ever for PSG if they beat
all those credentials, and Arteta's on more money than him. It's
crazy. He could come in and be the first manager to also win the first Champions League for Arsenal. Luis Enrique, I'm not going to argue. If he walked in this summer, I'm not going to sit there and be like, no, please keep Arteta.
Pippo Inzaghi.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's my next one.
Pippo Inzaghi, yeah. Good manager. Very good manager. But
look,
I don't know.
Is he better than Arteta?
I don't know. Yeah,
Is he better than Arteta?
Like, statistically and all that, he is. Is he
That's
better
all
for
I care
Arsenal?
about.
I'm not sure. Language barrier. Could it be another Unai Emery? Good on the European stage and that. And I don't know.
Top class player,
I
top
don't know.
class
He's
manager.
won the Serie A,
Yeah?
which is a bit of a league.
Yeah, top class
got to a
player,
Champions League
top class
final.
manager.
Let's
Mikel
see what he does
Arteta,
in the final.
meaty player, meaty manager. That's what we're dealing with here. Yeah, Xavi's my next one that I'm throwing out there. Available.
Won a league with Barcelona. Decent. Does he know the players like Arteta? I don't know if it would work, but I mean, a name like Enrique, listen, that'd be
What the argument's going to be? And the comments are going to say we're not going to get Enrique. So I've just thrown out another one. Xavi, that's my next name.
Yeah, he's free and available, and probably would be available, and would probably be up for coming. So that's an interesting one. Would you swap Arteta? Would you swap him for Xavi right now if you could? Arsenal fans, let us know.
And how about
in the comments? Let us know.
Just get me a manager, yeah. And when we're talking about a manager, there's probably about 20 names. I can't list them all now. That has got a proven track record of winning trophies and titles, yeah. That knows how to get over the line.
That's like Jose Mourinho's one, but you wouldn't have him at Arsenal, nowhere near Arsenal.
Over Arteta, I would.
Oh my God.
Over Arteta, I would.
Oh my days.
You get Jose Mourinho with this great defensive team. What? What? Yeah, but this ain't Tottenham.
He's finished.
You get Jose Mourinho with this top class team.
It's like his dream team, to be fair.
It's his dream team.
6 foot players.
You wouldn't take Mourinho over Arteta.
6 foot players everywhere. Strong players.
Come on, Dan.
Defensive
be honest,
unit.
that wouldn't excite you a little bit.
It would excite me a little bit. I can't lie. It would. It would. It would. It would. But I have to say, he has been terrible these last 5 or 6 years.
The team he's been is just getting the bag, Dan.
Yeah. I don't know if he's even getting that, mate.
Manchester United's last saving grace that won the Europa League and done these things. Yeah, and he said it was his biggest achievement in management.
Yeah, he said that about the conference. Geezer was crying when he won that.
Do you understand?
Tottenham, Chelsea, all of that. Stay away, mate.
Seriously.
Horrible football now.
So these, I've given you a few names now. Do you understand? Yeah, and I've given you proof that there are managers out there. And like I said, I know what your argument's going to be. Yeah, the unknown is sometimes the right thing to do, because at the start of the season, everyone wrote Liverpool off.
I did.
Let me land. Yeah, everyone wrote Liverpool off, talking about the team is not good enough. No one was talking about but they've got world class players, Salah, Van Dijk. No one was talking like this. Man saw Arne's slot and they laughed. They thought, nah, nothing can happen. But he is proof and evidence that you can bring in an unknown entity, bro. Yeah, and he can make it happen. Don't be scared of the unknown.
With a team that's already won the Champions League, the Premier League,
fine.
The Carabao Cup.
That's fine. You can say
the
all that.
FA Cup.
You can say
they've
all
won
that.
it all.
Okay.
2 Champions League finals. With a team with Van Dijk, a leader that's won it all. Salah,
with a team,
arguably the best player in the world. Trent, the best right back in the world. Alisson, the best goalkeeper in the world.
What's their midfield saying?
Yeah.
None of those players were mentioned. Fabinho was there.
Yeah, but the spine
Sadio
of the
Mane was there. Firmino was there. What are we doing
yeah,
there?
But they were in the title race last year, Dan. They lost out on the title by like 7 points last year.
Okay.
8, 9 points.
All I'm saying is Arne's slot coming and no one rated it. Now Liverpool have won it. This is the talk everyone's coming with.
Saying,
but they had a world class
team. It's a myth that Liverpool were just shit and they just became good.
I didn't say Liverpool.
They
was
weren't.
I didn't say Liverpool was shit.
They would have been third favourites for the title this year. He's done a good job.
My point, which
He's
is
been
valid.
lucky that
his
team stayed fit and ours didn't.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. My point is, you can bring another manager in and he can get over the line, innit? Do you understand? And I'm sure that Arne Slot, he's won titles before he got to Liverpool. Yeah? And this is my argument. Get me someone who knows how to get over the line. Not someone that's come into a team. He wasn't able to put his nasty tactics and his energy on the team. That's why he won the FA Cup. Yeah? He wasn't able to get his teeth in. He only had 6 months. That was all Emery. It was all Emery.
Arteta's tactics. He even went 5 at the back.
All right.
And played. That's what showed what top manager he is.
All right.
That he played with different tactics.
It was Aubameyang who won us that. And what did he do to Aubameyang? What did he do to him?
Because he became more.
The man's mum's sick. And you just oust him out like that.
I said the man's
nasty, arrogant piece of work. That's what he is.
Man's mum's
That's
sick.
it.
Nah, bro. Turn up late, mate. Turn up late. Be on point.
That's
Roy Keane. What Roy Keane would have said to Aubameyang? Winners. Yeah, you want a winning attitude. None of that, please, at our club.
All right. So we spoke about players that we could bring in. What players do you think are disposable at Arsenal?
Right.
Who should we sell?
tough conversation to have.
So, what's so tough about it?
Right, let's start from the goalkeepers, right?
Yep.
Neto, obviously, I think he's on loan and he's
See you later.
cup tied, so he's gone.
Goodbye.
The other geezer, Carl Hein, you might as well keep him because you need a third goalkeeper. Estonia's number one.
Yeah, just steal money.
Yeah.
Just let him steal money.
Yeah,
Go
good
on.
job, innit? Imagine being a third goalkeeper, huh? Right backs, obviously Ben White, Timber, you're going to keep
Ben
both
White's
of them.
disposable.
What? You would
Ben
sell
White's
Ben White?
disposable. If someone comes in with 60 mil, he's disposable.
You'd sell Ben White?
He's disposable. He's not getting into the team. Did you see him against?
Yeah, but you need.
Did you see him against Bournemouth?
He was brilliant against Liverpool, though. You've got to remember, he's just coming back from fitness. Ben White last year was formidable.
I'm just saying that
you want us to have a squad, but you want to sell Ben White.
I'm just saying you could bring someone else in.
No,
as a right back.
him.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's
Perfect.
disposable.
You can go centre back, play on the right.
He's disposable
Okay,
in my
so
opinion. I'm not saying sell him. Let's be realistic. I'm not saying sell him. I'm just saying he's disposable.
Exactly. So let's be realistic.
Yeah, go on.
So Ben White keep,
disposable.
Timber keep.
Yeah,
Is that what we're
100%.
saying?
Yeah, Timber keep.
Obviously. Saliba keep.
Shall I be honest about Saliba? I'm starting to get very annoyed and wound up about this talk about Real Madrid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'm
Feels
starting
like
to
it's
get
getting
it.
to his head
I'm
a little
starting
bit,
to
doesn't
get
it?
into my mind that you're disposable, William Saliba. Yeah, because Gabriel's the main man.
I agree.
Yeah, this is how I'm starting to feel about you, William
agree.
Saliba. All these mistakes that you've making, it's like your head's already in Real Madrid.
I agree.
So whereas before I used to think, no, we can't use William Saliba. I'm not too. I am fussed about it, but you are disposable. But we don't want William Saliba to go. Sign your new contract and get your fucking head down.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what you need to do, William Saliba.
I agree. Totally agree. But Saliba, sort it out. Pull your pants up, mate. You're world class. Right, so him keep, Gabriel keep. Kiwo?
Disposable.
You not think keeper's a squad player?
Disposable.
Get rid of him and get
last episode I said he's got a mistake in
him.
it.
But who are you going to get like him that's going to sit on the bench? I think he's a decent player to sit on the bench.
Bro, we've got Calafiori sitting there.
Yeah, I know, but you want
how much defenders? This is the problem. How much defenders do you want?
All right.
We've got about 5 left backs.
All right, so Kiwo sell, Calafiori keep.
Yep.
Obviously Skelly 100% keep. Tierney's going anyway.
Zinchenko
sell.
Who else is there? Tomiyasu
sell, definitely. Good player, but
so
never
many
fit.
defenders, man. The depth in
all
defense.
right, now becoming midfield. Obviously, what would you do with Partey?
Keep.
I'd keep all day long as well.
Keep all day long.
Keep that experience. Obviously, Jorginho's, we know he's going to go, so sell. He's sold already, I think. Who else is there?
Fabio Vieira.
Sell.
Goodbye. Good night.
Good night. See you later, mate. There's only one Vieira in this town.
That's what I'm saying.
Odegaard. Obviously, I'd keep. Dan. Keep. Fair play.
For the bench.
Keep. Kai Havertz.
Sell.
I would say
get
keep.
him out of my club.
I would say keep.
He is earning 280 bags a week. If we get the right offer him, get that guy off the wage bill.
Yeah, if you could get 65 million back from him, then
get rid of him.
Then sell.
He is not good enough.
Put that money into a striker or whatever, another player that we need more. So if you can get the right money, sell. Although I do like him. He does give his best, but look, he's on big wages as well. So I agree, sell if you could get the right money for him. Obviously, Sterling's going back on loan. On loan. He's going back to Chelsea. Who else is there left now? Obviously, Saka keep. Martinelli. I would keep him, honestly. Not to start, but I think he's the perfect player that wouldn't moan if he was on the bench. He wouldn't kick up a fuss. He'll get his head down. He always works his bollocks off. So I would keep him for a squad player, for sure. I wouldn't be trying to sell him. But it depends how much money you could get for him. But I wouldn't sell him.
The right money comes in for Martinelli. See you later. You're not good enough.
Trossard, I would sell.
Yep.
I think, again, if he's someone who strikes me as not happy when he's on the bench. So I would sell. Martinelli, I feel like he's young and he would be hungry and he would, try and fight his way back in that team. So I'd want to keep Martinelli. Mikel Merino, this is an interesting one now. What would you do?
You're just a utility man.
Yeah.
You're just a utility
Keep him for the squad.
You're not gonna. We only got him in the summer.
That's
He's
what
not
I'm
going
saying.
nowhere,
Give the guy more than a season for sure. So keep. Gabriel Jesus, 100% sell. Was great player on his day, but honestly, get rid. Injury
prone. The problem is he's
not
not going. No, we're not getting. No one's gonna pay the wages.
They're not
with his injury.
They're not.
He's there.
I'd let him go on a free, mate. I really would.
Rip up his contract.
I would.
Send him back to the favelas.
And obviously, Wanyeri you're gonna keep. Who else is there? I think that's it, really, innit? Are we missing anyone? Is there anyone we're missing? I think
No,
that's
I'm looking at it now. Said him. Yeah, that's the full lineup, mate.
Right, so before we go, we're going to do predictions for Arsenal Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with... I have to be realistic. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw.
2-1 Newcastle.
Okay, and we're probably not going to be back on now till probably next season now. So let's go for the last game of the season as well. Southampton away. I'm going to go 3-0 Arsenal.
Southampton away.
So I think 4 points and we'll finish second.
1-1.
1-1 you're going, and you
That's
think
what
we're
I'm
going to
going
finish third or fourth, yeah?
Third or fourth, we're not finishing second, bro.
All right.
The only thing that can stop that is if the other teams mess up. That's the only thing that can save us. But yeah, buckle up. There's no more wins coming this season. Yeah, and 1-1 Southampton. There's a possibility that we should be winning that game. Do you understand?
We will win
but
that
being
game.
that Southampton, they've been fighting over since they've been relegated. They ain't been getting just smacked over, and it's just crazy. They've just drawn with Man City, Haaland back in the starting lineup. How's that happened?
Yeah,
0-0 as well.
In football, but yeah, I can't,
0-0 as well. And we don't travel. We don't travel well to Southampton, so I'm not just going to say.
We've had some horrors there, to be fair.
And you said what? What did you just say? 3-0.
I think 3-0. I think it'll be an easy game. Yeah,
It's time to get real. It's time to get real.
An easy game. But listen, guys, let us know in the comments. Arteta in or Arteta out. We're going to try and get a poll going. So let us know in the comments.
That's where we're at. Like you can, as you can see, I'm deflated.
Anything that we've discussed, let us know. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with Dan?
Yeah, well, from the last episode, Dan, I think a lot of people was agreeing with me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's why I told you the tide's turning.
No.
You know, I'm fighting a losing battle here, guys. But all you guys that are like me and you got faith in Arteta,
your speech. You got another speech for him. You got another speech for him.
I've got a big speech. Don't worry.
You got a big speech.
The speech is going to be on the Instagram. Dan the Gooner. Look out for it. Look out for it.
Listen. Goonerz Therapy. Yeah. Follow on the TikTok, Instagram, all your social media. It is there. I'm Realist Gooner on Instagram. Realist Dan. Yeah. I'm Arteta out. I'm going to remain Arteta out. And going forward next season, just buckle yourself up for another season of disappointment. As long as Arteta's there, there's nothing major coming in, unfortunately. It don't matter what striker we get. If we get Goonerz, we'll have him playing at left back.
So you want Arteta out?
Yeah.
Guess what?
Go on.
Over my dead body.
Hey, if he buys Goonerz, we might have him playing at left back.
He's
meant to be in the
goals
box
next season. Get it done, Arsenal.
Arteta will change him into a left back. That's what Arteta will do.
Get it done.
This is what he's about.
Right, thanks for watching. We see you all next season. Come on, Arsenal.
See you soon.
See you soon.